tonight I'm all alone. No one wants to play with me. After Greensheet, which is 1 hour from now, because Greensheet's only an hour long, we are going to have Doug Dennard from USS Mastro. I know you can't wait, but you're going to have to wait an hour. And number of questions here on the Greensheet. So we're going to ask you certain questions. They're going to be a little different, and we're going to need for you to respond, if you would, and we'll give you the answers later on tonight. Okay, the first product up the Greensheet is the product you saw earlier on Boresight. And, Billy, follow me. Stay with me. This is what it does. It stabilizes the video on some of these new tapes from your video stores. You're unable to copy them because of certain guards on them. This device, and we assume it's legal, let's hope so, removes that and allows you to copy. Now, that's $159, 1-800. This is the only 800 number for this product at all tonight, except when you get the Dennard stuff. For this product tonight, it's 1-800-654-1114. It's a good Christmas gift. However, you're going to have to put a little note in your husband's stocking or your wife's stocking saying, it isn't here because it's 3 weeks delivery in this product. However, if you are like to build kits, and many of us out there do, it is available in kit form. And it's only $109. And it really does require you to have a scope to put it together. Not that complicated to do. As you can see, there aren't that many holes in there to have to fill. I think it's 8 ICs and a lot of resistors, some trimmer pots. Not bad deal. But it's $109 in kit form, and that's available today. That can go out tomorrow morning. So if you call in tonight, we can get you a kit. It'll be a lot of fun to play with. A lot of you out there like to play with kits, and you finally have a kit to play with. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to run a piece of tape about a teletext decoder that we've spoken about before on here in Boresight. It's only going to be 5 minutes long, and if you're not at all interested in teletext, you can go to the bathroom. But I think you'll be interested in seeing what this tape has to offer. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Remember, the 800 number for the product for both kit 109 or the whole product, 3-week delivery, 159. Be right back.
Hi, and welcome to a demonstration of teletext. And what you're viewing here is what you can view if you had an American teletext receiver. The header page of Electra. This is the first page that comes up on the screen when you're viewing the Electra service. And from here you can go to many different indexes. You can go to the news index, the lifestyle index, the sports index, business index. You simply go ahead and key the associated page number just to the right of the topic or story, and you can go to that page, and it's that simple. Teletext is folded into the vertical blanking interval of video signals, and right now there's 2 services on WTBS, and the same 2 services are also on F3 transponder 5 or 6, the tempo channel, for all the satellite viewers, so that when WTBS does scramble, they'll still be available for you to see. Okay, now we can go to Wall Street Leaps to Record Heights by simply keying in page number 1, 4, and 6. Now these pages are transmitted in a serial loop in a very fast baud rate at about 56,000 baud. Okay, now as page 146 comes around, the information is grabbed out of the vertical blanking interval by the American teletext receiver, decoded, and then displayed on your screen in a manner which obviously we can now read and see. Now, this signal is there all the time, but you can't get this information without an American teletext receiver or some type of other teletext receiving device. This information is free for you to view because it is advertiser supported. Now we can jump back into the news index, for instance, and these are news stories on Electra. These stories, as they happen, get displayed on the American teletext receiver as soon as they they come along in the serial loop of transmitted pages. There's a whole bunch of computers sitting back there. This particular service is being put up by Taft, and you simply key in, if you want to find out about Reagan called a terrorist, you key in page 102. And when page 102 comes around in the serial loop, you get that information. Now, there is also two more services, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit here, and they're called Data Vision and Infotext, and those are located on the Discovery channel. So altogether there's 4 services that you can pick up already with an American Teletext receiver. And these services are growing and expanding because the vertical blanking in their interval is in on a video signal regardless of whether or not they're putting information in it. This technique of transmitting information to massive amounts of people via a video signal is a very good one because the vertical blanking interval already exists on a TV transmission. And so as you can see, this is going to grow, and many, many TV stations throughout the nation will now carry it. WTBS alone reaches 50 million homes, so it was a good place to start. The Discovery Channel around are over 20 million homes. This is the main index for Electra. As you can see, there's a lot of information here. You can get business information. You can get the news flash page, which is quite interesting. I'll jump to that. They've got a TV guide in here. They've got trivia, puzzles, almanac, weather, stories, all kinds of things. Let's jump right over right now to the news flash page because I want to show you a nice feature about the American Teletext receiver, and that is it'll let you view TV. We're watching WTBS right now, and at the same time get the information about a particular story that just happened. And if we want to, over on the right-hand side of your screen there in the little box, you'll see the page number we could key in to go to that particular story. Now, if we would like to view the WTBS without the little box there, we've got this little update button, and we push that button. Now, the next time a new news story comes along, that little box will reappear, and you'll go ahead and be able to see the page number to go to for the new story. It's that simple to use.
Well, shucks, there's more about this teletext, and we'll get into it in a few more minutes. But I didn't tell you, I forgot. This wonderful product, the kit one, remember one for $109, the video stabilizer? It has a manual too. It doesn't expect you to know everything. Just expects you to have a scope when you do it. Okay, second product up. I know, now this product is available for Christmas, and everything that we show you, we can get to you by Christmas, and if we can't, we'll tell you. This one is available for Christmas. It's a great gift for your son or your daughter. It is, what you can see, it is a microscope. Has a bunch of little test, what do you call them, experimental kits with it. It's scientific. It's a national known product. It's called Tasco. Here's the name on the end of the box. And if you call tonight or tomorrow morning, we'll get it out in the mail tomorrow, so you'll have it in time for Christmas. If you're in the West Coast, however, you're probably going to have second-day air put on it. And here are some of the features it has. And I believe, if you look, Billy, I don't know where it is. Wait a minute, let me find it. Here it is, Billy. Obviously working on Billy tonight. Okay. You can see it actually has some sort of device here that allows you to do something. I don't know. I didn't play with this thing. This is the only thing I haven't played with today. Okay. It's $25. It's good value. It's Edmund Scientific, and it's all metal, or mostly metal. And Edmund Scientific makes some pretty big microscopes and some telescopes for reading the stars. And the thing, $25, and it's available here in Greensheet, and it's available today. Here's another product for your husband. If you're looking for a stuffer, or your wife, if she goes out and does installations, this product is pretty neat. It's a Pico peaker, and it allows you to tweak your LNAs, your feeds, And it does one important function which I find so useful. It allows you to take it indoors and run your line coming in from your L&B right to the back of this, and then run your output to your satellite receiver, so that when you're tracking a system, the needle will move telling you when you're passing satellites, because a lot of times the receivers you're working with, it's too hard to change channels or scan. A lot of them don't even have scan anymore. So it's hard for you to find when you're passing a satellite. And so this makes tracking a dish at least one-half the time you would normally spend tracking a dish inside the house when you're setting up a system for the consumer. It also is an excellent meter when you want to test the system or you want to just set up the system. I find it particularly useful when I have a service call and it's a roof mount and I can't get to the LNA without turning the dish, spinning the dish around so I can physically get to the dish. What I do is I take my reading with this, get my reading, mark it with a grease pencil, then I spin my dish, do my work on it, spin it back, and I just align it with the grease pencil. I line it up with this, and I don't even have to bother retracting. It's a good unit, does not require batteries. It's only $79. It's available now, and it can be had before Christmas if you want it for a gift. And what else do we want to talk about? Let's talk about car antennas. This is one for your cellular telephone. I'm going to have to open this. I know you people don't need to listen to the noise. But this is the most powerful cellular telephone we've found. And this is the part that mounts inside the window. And these little antennas are what give it the extra gain. All right, this is the part that goes on the outside. I don't know how we're going to do this. Pull back a little bit. When you see me look over like this, I'm looking at the monitor. All right, that's your antenna. And this is onto the back of your window. You don't have to use a drill. For those of you that are getting into cellular telephone, or 800 service, because this will work for 800 as well, this is it. It's $41. That too can be had before Christmas. Now, let's go take a look at the teletext tape again and see what else we have to hear about what's available on teletext. We'll be right back after about 5 minutes of good old teletext.
This is tempo text on the same channel, WTBS, stock information. Now, tempo text right now currently carries about 600 stocks, according to or whatever, or their volume that they've moved, and etc. So we could go ahead and show you a little bit of tempo text and give you a general idea, but tempo text, keep in mind, is expanding. The first part of next year, they're going to carry 2,000 stocks they're going to list. And it's very easy to find a stock here. For instance, you just go and say you want IBM, for instance. Well, you look it up alphabetically, GE to IPC, and you see 206 over there just to the right-hand side. So you key in page 206. And as soon as 206 comes around, the American Teletext receiver grabs that information and displays it on the screen in a manner you can view. Now, there's a lot of information there, and if you're looking at it on a little TV, we have a neat feature called Top, and we expand and we expose the top of the screen, and then Bottom. Now we're looking at the bottom. Now, of course, you can see IBM is 129 7/8 up there in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, to simply go back to the full page display, we push the full page button. And it's pretty easy to use. And now we'll go ahead and we'll show you a couple of the other services that are available for you. Those two, again, are on WTBS and on the Tempo channel. You'll find those on G118 and also on F3 transponder number 6.
Well, are you ready to buy your teletext decoder? Well, there's a remote control for it, and here is a great teletext decoder. It's the American Teletext, and you should buy this. It's only $295, and the information that you can get from this, hey, it's great. It's really informative, and it keeps you, on top of your satellite system. And it tells you what's going on in news and commodities and everything else you've seen so far, and you will see additionally as we proceed with tonight's program. This is the American Teletext. It is available. We can ship it, but please understand there's a limited number available right now. So if you are interested, please do it now, because we don't know how much longer we're going to have the product. It's only $295, and that was not the American Teletext. It just fell. Now, let's do the fifth question for tonight. This has nothing at all to do with satellite. This has to do with, the good old USA. Do you as an American citizen, are you as an American citizen, embarrassed by what Lieutenant, Major, or Colonel, I don't know which, did or is reported to have done in your local press and on television? Do you wish he hadn't done it, and are you embarrassed? If you are embarrassed, that's a yes, and you do not agree with what he did. The answer is yes, you are embarrassed as an American citizen. If you don't think what he did was all wrong, and you think it's probably done every day in the great world of then answer no. Here are your 800 or 900 numbers, and please call now. This question will only be on for about 10 minutes, and we're going to get to another question. Pretty neat one. Okay, let's get back to satellite. This receiver we've talked about on Boresight once or twice, I guess a couple times. This is a shuttle receiver. It is an on-screen display, 950 to 1450 meg. It has your IF loop for your filters. It's compatible to VC2. It has beautiful on-screen graphics. As a matter of fact, the people that know this receiver feel it has the best integrated circuit in the industry right now. It's the most advanced chip, as chips go, in the satellite industry. This receiver right here has it. Has an incredible dealer price, as you can see right now, that is coded. If you're not familiar with the code, if you didn't get it last week from consumers, which is the exact same code this week, then call us here at Boresight and we'll tell you what it is. It would help us probably if you just wrote it down right now and called us tomorrow, because the phones are going to be pretty jammed up tonight and we might not be able to get to you. Please understand that it is coded. For you consumers out there that would like to buy it from Boresight, remember you do have a local dealer that can buy it from Boresight or a local dealer that can buy it from Shuttle. It is only $375 and it's on-screen display. So it's really a good value, and it has actuator control built into it. It has, as a matter of fact, it's $400. I'm sorry, it's not $375. It's $400. What do I know? It has all the features you need as a dealer. It has a circuit breaker on the back. It has all your other controls. It's complete, and it's heavy. It's well made, and it's shuttle electronics, and the infrared remote, I don't know where the heck it is, but it's around here. It's a little tiny thing. Here's the back of the receiver. Here's all your inputs and outputs. Remember, this is consumer. It's only $400, and it's on-screen display, and it's state-of-the-art. It's block conversion. It will work with C and KU. It does everything you want to do, and it has the most advanced electronics right now in the satellite industry. There's nothing that has a more advanced chip than the shuttle. And they're pretty neat people to do business with, and I think they'll be around. I know that's not positive selling, but look, a lot of people have disappeared in the last years. Okay, if they're not around, I know some people that can service that one because it is so advanced. It's got some excellent circuitry, and they're more than willing to service it if Shuttle shouldn't be there. But Shuttle will be there because you will go out and buy it because you know it's a good value, and it will save you some bucks. Oh, here's the remote. Thanks, Billy. Nothing like having a cameraman that knows what's going on. It's very small, and what the beauty of this is, for you dealers, by the way, and consumers, it only has 3 basic controls. It has an up, down, and this changes the things on the screen. When you want it, you push the top button and you get all the different commands up, and then you can make the changes up and down accordingly. It does audio, it does video, it does satellite position, it does channel, changes it very fast. It is an IR, it's infrared, it's not UHF like the SR3 and a couple of the other ones out there. But you can use an extra link with it if you want. If you have additional sets around the house, you want to operate from it. Remember, it's on-screen display. It's $400. Dealers, you see your price. Okay, this is available for everybody. We had these up before. We bought a bunch of them. We have only about 12 left. This is a lightning protector made by General Electric. It fits right into the circuit breaker of your existing home. Hopefully, it hasn't been hit by lightning. And if it has been hit by lightning, then you can understand the value of a product like this. It is only $14. Again, only I think there's about 11 or 12 of these left. We can't get them again, so grab it now while you can. All right, let's move on to one of the hottest items we've ever had on Boresight, Greensheet. Tie wraps. I don't believe it, but it is. We've ordered a lot of these. We have no more 8-inch. We have no more 11-inch. We do have some 5-inch left. So, and these are the nylon type. They're pandas. They're extremely high quality. Everyone that got the tie wraps has called them, and not everybody. A lot of people have called and have wanted more. We've been able to get some more of some of the sizes, but right now we're only left with 5 inches. They're only $14. There are 1,000 of them for $14. You can't beat that price anyplace. They are white, they're not black. Okay, what else are we going to do? Remember the little auto antenna, and please remember this little gem here, the video stabilizer, video hopper. It is only $159, but it is not available for another 3.5 weeks. Or you can get this printed circuit board with all the parts for $109. A lot of money, but it's a little kit, and it saves you $50. Okay, let's move on to, I keep on ducking away because I'm on my knees here. Billy's got me begging. Okay, here's a McCullough receiver, American made, 70 megs, with a remote control. One, we have exactly one. It was given to us as a gift. We shouldn't really sell it, but we will. We need the bucks. Okay, I hope he understands, Hayden. Hayden, we love this receiver, by the way. We really don't want to sell it, in all honesty, but we will, because bucks are what pays the bills around here. We're going to sell this little sucker for $110. Such a deal you can't believe. It has your whole load of one control, has everything you need, $110. If any of you are familiar with Hayden's receivers, you know how well they play. You appreciate what a great value that is. We only have one. We have all the instructions, everything that Hayden gave us with it, but we have. Hayden will give you a couple of the bucks. All right, we have another receiver, a one-time only. It's a used. It's a Drake commercial. If any of you have ever used this, you know what they are. Basically, I think everything we have here is really good stuff. I don't think we have any crap. This is used. It's a Drake. It's the standard 70 meg. If you're familiar with Drake, you know the quality of the product. This has been used in SMA TV applications in hotels. I have a one-time price on this, $95. Take it away for $95. It's a great backup receiver if you have any commercial installations. $95 takes it away. You know what the product is. It's the same as the Drake ESR 24. Okay, we had at one time a bunch of these. We sold them. We got some more, and I didn't think we'd ever sell any. But this is a little UHF, VHF set-top antenna with a little satellite antenna. It does not pick up satellite, it picks up UHF. The antenna is actually in the outside edge of it. This is chrome-plated brass. It's high quality. It has the directional finder here. Let me get this other way. Here's everything you need. It's well made. What did we sell this thing for? $11, I think it was. Yeah, we'll make it 11. Such a deal. You can tell I come from New York. Such a deal. $11. We sold a bunch of these. We don't have the whole... What?
I'll take one.
Of course you take one. You're too cheap to put an outdoor antenna. Look, Bill, I can do an outdoor antenna for you for about $125. Cheap. $11. And it's brass. Okay, we sold a mess of these. I think we have about 3 more left. Okay, the 6x9, the 20-ounce speakers, they're stereo, they're 3-way. Don't remember what we sold them for. $18 right now if you want them. That's a pair for $18. We only have about 2 or 3 of these left, and then we're out of them. All right. Some of you have been buying this. By the way, there's been a price reduction. Most of you know. If you got one of these little tubes from us and you didn't get $1.50 in the package, then we owe you $1.50. This, we sold at $6. When we got them, they were smaller tubes. This is only $4.50. That's why you got that refund, by the way. All right. It is dielectric. What does this do? It's dielectric silicone. Instead of wrapping your fittings, your outdoor fittings, with coax seal or tape or any of the sundry of other products that are out there for you to wrap up these fittings with, and then attempt to take this material off should you ever have to service, and you know what a pain that is. This allows you to forget all that. You simply take your fitting, and before you screw it in, you squirt this into the fitting itself, whether it's a 4 gig, a 950 to 1450, a 70 meg, it doesn't matter. Any of the RF fittings that you have outside, you fill the fitting with this before you screw it with its counter protection. By so doing, you vacate all the air in the fitting, you fill it up with the grease, and the grease doesn't let moisture get back in. You never have a service call for a fitting. I have never, ever had a service call for a fitting. I don't do my service calls, that's why I don't know about it. No, I do a few of them every once in a while when I'm forced to it. And the mafia comes by with their bodyguards and say, you must fix this piece of crap. But for the few times I've had to go out there when the mafia came to get me to fix those pieces of junk I've installed, I never had to change a fitting. Okay, now, what do we got? We're going to go back to commercial. Let's go back and see what they've done with the teletext decoder. This is the last segment on the teletext. With another question and some more great goodies, because we do have more, so don't go away.
Data vision. And data vision is a real interesting service that carries information like horoscopes and things like that. Right now they've got a big contest going on for the first part of next year and the last part of this year. Data vision's just started up. And as you can see, this is the header page or the main index for data vision. Now to go to the horoscopes, for instance, we'll simply key in page 208. And the main page for the horoscopes will come up. Now, you simply look up your sign according to your birth. If you're into horoscopes, it's quite exciting. And you simply key in the associated page number just to the right. We'll take a look at one of them here quickly right away. We don't have a lot of time. That's why I'm talking fast. I hope you're recording this. All right, and this is a typical example of what you can expect to see on data vision on the horoscope pages. This is December 2nd for Aries, and the lucky numbers there today, and of course some beautiful color graphics and flashing stars. Now we have more than horoscopes over here. For instance, I'll show you there's trivia also, and it's nice. It's actually a video trivia game, and you get a new trivia game in your house every day. There's about 10 trivia questions, including a stumper question. That's supposed to be pretty difficult to do. And each question is worth a certain amount of points. Now, how do you they ask you a question without displaying you the answer at the same time? Well, the American teletext receiver's got a little tiny button on it, and when you go ahead and you push the reveal button, the answer will be revealed. For instance, which nursery rhyme character called for his pipe and his bowl? Well, this is just one typical question. It was Old King Cole, and that was worth 10 points. And the object of this game is to try to go ahead and go through all of the trivia questions and answer them and find out how many points you've totaled up to and try to hit over 100 points. Okay, simply the answer shows up simply by pushing the reveal button. Now, soon on Data Vision, we're told there's going to be an awful lot of interesting things for children. We're going to use this feature to do math games and things like that. Of course, there's advertising information throughout the services, and that's what you just saw there. And the reason is that's because these services are free for you to view. They're sponsored by advertisers. Now this is nice. This is a movie guide. And here they go ahead and they list a whole bunch of movies that are currently playing or out there and available for you to go and see. And you might want to go ahead and check, for instance, one of the movie guides here. The color graphics is really nice on this. And before you took off and went to the movies. Now this is always expanding and obviously changing as the movies are there. This one here was for Aliens, and that one's still out here popular in California. And 148, I believe. And this one's for the new Star Trek movie. And they also go ahead and they rate them according to how Data Vision actually liked viewing the picture. They've got a 5-star and down to a 1-star if they don't like the picture very much. And that's a typical example of what you can expect to see on Data Vision. Alright, and I'm going to briefly show you right now, because we're really running out of time, Infotext. And Infotext, that's a TV Data Vision phone number, by the way. I forgot to tell you, you can send free videograms to people, happy birthday, happy anniversary, and soon you can do that. Pardon me. And soon you can do that 24 hours a day. You'll call a number, be able to say happy birthday to your grandma or whoever, and that information will get displayed up there on your grandma's own TV. Okay, this is Infotext, and there's the little main index there, and you can see they have markets, agricultural news, weather, and AP news. I'm just briefly going to show you some just main index pages. For instance, we'll go ahead over here to the the main markets and give you an idea of what you can expect to see. They've got the Chicago Mercantile Exchange here. They got the Board of Trade. They've got grain, cash crops, livestock, and markets. And this is updated now at about 4 times a day. So 4 times a day you can expect to go and see throughout the day. You don't have to wait for the morning newspaper or whatever. You could just pick this up, don't have to call a broker, and off you go. And we'll go ahead right away here quickly and show you just some examples of the weather. And soon all the national weather is going to be available here right on the Discovery Channel. All right. And if you want to find out about U.S. crop weather, world weather, and of course there's a lot of Wisconsin stuff in there, and that's going to be expanded to carry the individual states here in the near future. Okay, so on the Discovery Channel, we've got Data Vision. Let me quickly show you the contest here, just for kicks. I also have football point spreads, which I didn't get into. This also being Tuesday, the point spreads aren't updated up there until Tuesday evening, and then throughout the week, while the football games are going on, they're updated. All right, this is the contest rules. And see, there's a lot of text there, so we can take advantage of the American Teletext feature to expand the top of the screen and the bottom of the screen. It appears as though that they're giving away a prize. Personal computer, and this is from what I grabbed from looking at it. It's you develop a slogan or something like that for Data Vision, and send it into Data Vision. And if it's chosen and used in advertising for Data Vision here in the near future, they're going to do a lot of national advertising. You can possibly win this computer. So there's some nice, interesting things that you're missing if you don't have a teletext receiver. Thanks for your time. My name's Bob with American Teletext, and I hope you enjoy teletext.
Well, are you ready to buy? I hope so, because that's the last of the teletext commercials. I hope you found it informative, and as teletext information becomes available, we'll give you additional stuff here on Boresight. But it's really a neat product, and it enhances your satellite system, and it gives you a new toy to play with. It's not that expensive. It's available now, and it's compatible to everything that's going on in the teletext field right now that is available for you this home. Or if you're in a cable system area, you can get it on cable, remember. Remember, if you are in a cable area, you have to order a different one. It doesn't, the exact same unit cannot work in cable that works in the home. Works in a satellite system. There's one point that wasn't made, and I haven't verified it. But I'm told, I think I read it actually, where the remote control is, that you can take a regular television that is not remote control and use the remote control from the teletext and actually change the channels with remote control. So you're getting the whole remote control with this system that makes any television a remote control operated system. I hope that's true. If it isn't, I have to recount it. While I'm thinking about recounting, let's go over what we've already discussed tonight. We have the video enhancer. That's $159, not available for 3 weeks, and what it basically does, it allows you to copy videotapes where you've had difficulty. It is available here, there, or you can get the board with all the matching components and the power supply without the box, but everything else you'll need for $109. It's available now, and you can have it for Christmas. We have the cellular telephone antenna, the one that sticks onto the windshield or the rear window of your car and has the special high gain antennas on the back. It goes like this. It works, actually there's a little cover that makes, so you don't see this white, there's a cover like that makes it all go together like this. When it sticks on the back of the window, so you can't see it. It will also work with 800 service. It's a very powerful antenna. It's only $41. We have the grease, the dielectric. That is only $450. We have the cello receiver. Here's remote control. Here, it's only $400. There is a special price for you to deal with, as you see on the screen. It's available now. And you can get it from us or directly from Shuttle. give us a call and we can give you the number. All right. We have the speakers, $18. Here you go. Remember. And before I go any further, I want you to look at this. This is a new product. We want to know whether you're going to buy it. So you'll have an opportunity to call in while we go over the rest of the products. So if you're ready to roll that control, let's roll the new product. It's called Rainbow. Would you buy it? That's a yes. That's a 900 number. Please call them. They'd like to hear whether or not you're interested in buying this product. If you're not interested in such a product and you think it's ridiculous, call no. It gives you an opportunity to tell a manufacturer what you think. And it's the few times in this world that you actually get to really talk to the manufacturer in mass and let them know where you really are. So, roll the tape.
How often have you wished you could turn on the faucet without messing it up? Now you can with No Hands Rainbow. Simply attach Rainbow to your faucet, regulate water temperature and pressure in the usual way, and now use the Rainbow foot pedal. On when you need water, off when you don't. On when you need water, off when you don't. Want to use your faucet normally? Rainbow has an override. Rainbow also has spray and straight stream. Swivel head makes cleanup a snap. Install Rainbow yourself in minutes. Saves work, saves time. Saves up to 50% in water and fuel. Rainbow will pay for itself.
And I don't know. I really felt it was worth buying. I hope you do. If you do, answer yes and call the 900 number. If you think it's a dumb product, a dumb idea, and you don't have to save hot water, or you don't quite understand it, answer no. But do call, because manufacturers that are going to spend a lot of money to make a product really want to know what you think about it. And why have somebody go out and spend a couple $1 million making something when you have no interest in it? You may be asking you some other questions about this product later on. Just vote on it as to its merits, whether or not, to get the looks of it. Let's assume the looks are a little different. Let's just vote as to whether or not you would put this on your faucet and want to save 800-900 gallons of hot water a month, because that's what it does for you. Yes, you buy it, or no, you won't. Give us a call. Well, did you call? I hope you did. Back to the products. Remember the dielectric? Saves you all those service calls? $4.50. Great stuff. Worth having. We sold a lot of this stuff. Okay. We have the lightning protector from General Electric. It's available for $14. We're recapping now. All right. We have tie wraps. Oh, God. Why don't we put things in order? Tie wraps. There too are $14. 1,000 5-inch, I think it's actually 5.5-inch tie wraps. Good nylon tie wraps. They're not going to break when it gets cold. The only problem is they are white. Hey, take the good with the bad. We have the speakers. Did I already do this? Well, go through it again. 20-ounce, 6x9 stereo 3-way speakers. You know, they're fair. They're $18 for the pair. You know, if you have a truck, they're worth buying. Remember the shuttle receiver? I keep on coming back to it because I think it's time you tried another receiver. I think it's time you tried something that you can really buy right, that's made right, and that you can give away a good product at a reasonable price. What we have to do in this industry is get a lot of systems out there. That's why I'm really for selling products this way. The more systems we have out there, the more people can get their own service, the more people we have that can start satellite service, so that we don't have to rely on the HBOs and the Showtimes of the world. We can go and buy products directly from the movie companies. We don't need those people. Look, we're much better off when we sell a lot of systems. Not only do we make money, we make us sell stronger, and that's what we have to do. Okay. We have the Pico Peaker, $79. We went over it before, but if you don't remember, it allows you to track the dish, really finally track it, align your LNA, align your focal point on your LNA or your LNB, align the feed, helps you align all those things. It helps you really to track. It's an extremely sensitive meter. It's the most sensitive meter I have ever seen. It's more sensitive than the Squawker. It is less than half the price of the Squawker. It is only $79, and you don't need batteries for it. That's the other beauty. It's never going to go dead on you. It works with the power from your LNB. All right, it is, again, though, it is only a block meter. It does not work, as far as I know, on 70 megs. Okay, we had the McCullough receiver. Where did that thing go, Billy? Oh, here it is. We had the McCullough receiver. I don't know what the price was. What was it, $110? Okay, it does have the wide remote. It is not, it's not block. It's 70 megs. It does have the down converter with it. I don't know where it went, but it does. It did. We'll make sure you get one. It is only $110. It is a great receiver. There are a lot of people down in Arkansas and the South that are using this receiver because that's where it's made, and it's an American-made product. And the guy that makes it is really a neat guy, and he'll go out of his way to help you. So this is a fellow you don't mind supporting because he's really into the industry. He's been in the industry for many years. He was on the cover of Coops years ago. Neat guy. Hayden McCullough makes this receiver, has been making it for 5-6 years. He's out there, he's still out there, he's not going away. $110. We only have one. We only have one of the Drake. This is the Drake, the ES2220. It's a commercial Drake, rack mounted, rock solid, good receiver. I think we said $95 on this, or $90? $95 takes it away. Okay, we have a new product now. Now for the recap, Billy. This is a satellite receiver. I forgot brand name. All right, it is a single conversion. We paid a lot of money for this thing. It's D10 tuning. It is brand new. It has never ever been hooked up. Paid, I think, $200 some odd for this thing. We'll sell it tonight for $99. I only have one. You got it, Kelly. Take this home, even though you don't have a dish. It has a sensitivity meter, and it also has readout for your tuning of your. I don't know what the hell it has. I never turned it on. Channel. Oh, that's a little sensitive. This is probably. Somebody probably took a 560 and sent it to Taiwan and had it knocked off. All right. This is the channel selection here. This is your sensitivity here. All right. $99 I said. Take it away. I spent a fortune for this. If you're watching the person I bought this from, why don't you buy it back from me for what you sold to me for? Brand new. It's a neat guy. Never mind. I won't tell you who I bought it from. Nice guy. He's going to be a very rich man pretty soon. He thinks he's going to win a lot of money from Chaparral. We all know who I'm talking about now, right? That's where I bought it from. That's where I still have it. Okay, we got a special receiver. You've seen it before. We've only got two left of this thing. This is an Electro-Home commercial rack-mounted block converter receiver, but it also has a fully agile modulator. There's mid-band, there's high-band, there's low-band. It's complete. We paid $1,400 for this thing, or $1,500. We'll sell them tonight for $900. We only have two. They are brand new. They've never been used. This is a very, very neat receiver. In the back, it's loaded with controls. You have the IF loop. Don't even bother trying to focus on it, or even focus on it, but I don't know where the hell they are. You have that's the heat sink. Look at that heat sink. You have the IF loop. You have a tiering. You don't have to run splitters with this. You come out into one receiver and go down to the other with the 950 and 1450 receiver. It actually tiers that frequency. You also tier your output. You go in and out of each receiver for your modulated output. Remember, it has a built-in agile modulator right in the front. It's over here on the end. There it is, the very end one. And you can rock it. So you put this in a head end. There's a set of sequence of depressions that you push on these fingers and keep somebody from tampering with it. A lot of you have had trouble in the past with your desk clerk going up at night and making his satellite receiver go someplace that doesn't belong. So that's it, and it's only $900, and we only have two. Now, we have a couple other things. And if you don't remember about this little product, remember this? $11? We don't have too many of these left. We sold a lot of I can't believe that many people wanted to live in an urban area that can get desktop or tabletop antennas. But I don't know how many we sold last time, but we sold a bunch of them. That's not a satellite antenna. That's actually the UHF antenna. This is a VHF, the rabbit is, and you have a sensitivity, a directional thing here. They work very, very well. We didn't have any complaints. Everybody that got them liked them. In fact, one guy came back and bought 5 more. Hot item. We only have, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 left. We bought about, I don't know how many. Enough. $11, takes it away. Now, we have Anderson horizontal vertical switches. For those receivers that you have out there that do not allow you to input both a horizontal and vertical signal, in other words, if you have a horizontal L and B and a vertical L and B, and you only have one port on the back of your receiver, you need this thing. You need it because this is a great electronic AB switch. $17, Anderson. It works with high and low. We've not found too much of we thought at first it was going to be only a low band, but we're finding it also works with high band. Great product, saves you a lot of time and effort, and it makes from his eyes. Okay, how many of you have old style receivers out there? We're missing one of the blue things. We'll give it to you. It's only a cover. This is a Merrimack. Those of you who have been around for a while know what this is. It's a Merrimack farad isolator power divider. Power is a wrong word because it doesn't pass power. All it does is on single converter receivers. If you have a old hotel and you wants to go real cheap and dirty, this will let you do it because these 70 meg receivers right now are so cheap. And that's what gets me in this industry. We've all of a sudden jumped on the 950 to 14 megahertz frequency as blocked because of the KU frequency. We really don't have that much up there to buy in KU. We don't have any good feeds. There isn't a whole hell of a lot going on in KU, but we're going out and jumping on the KU bandwagon because we're buying these 950 to 1400 receivers. They're good receivers. We have a lot of problems with it. We have a lot of line loss problems. We have other problems with that frequency that we wouldn't have if we stayed with 70 megs. 70 megs, we've sold that for 5 years. We've been selling that stuff for $6,000 and $7,000 a system at 70 megs. Let's not kid ourselves. The USS Nashville that Denny puts up, that SR2 and the 2R or 2D, whatever it is, that stuff, we were installing that stuff for $5,000. It was good equipment. It didn't change. We all of a sudden we're all on block. We don't need block. It's just, it's good, but we don't need it in 90% of our installations. If you have a hotel motel and you have to do them cheap, go with the 70 meg system. Most of them are pretty rock solid. They've had really a lot of time to develop themselves and make themselves strong. You need this. This is a farad isolator splitter. If you don't use it, you get crosstalk between the different modulators or the different down converters. So it's only $100. If those of you are falling into the chair because you paid $500 for this thing, you know what a giveaway it is. $100. We have about two or three of these left. It takes it away. Now we're going to break for another question, Billy. Well, here's the question, and it's a good question. Please, everyone out there, spend the 50 cents to answer this one. If you didn't answer any of the other ones, this is an important question to answer. Here it is. If you did not presently own a satellite system, would you buy one? It's not a hard question. Obviously, you already know the value of a satellite system, and let's assume you know that when you answer this question. Are you happy that you bought it? If you are, would you have bought one if you didn't have one? Come on, it's only 50 cents. Spend the 50 cents. It's no big deal, and it's an important question. Please answer this question. Thank you. Such a sport. Are we back?
We're back.
We forgot this. Billy, we forgot this. And this is one of the best gifts we had all night. We can get this to you for your son's or daughter's stocking. Remember, my wife was incredible in chemistry. I think I'll give this to her. All right. $25. It's a microscope with a bunch of project kits over here, as you can see. It's all metal with the exception of this very top housing, which happens to be in plastic. It's a well-made product. It's from Edmund Scientific, which you've seen advertised in a lot of magazines. This particular one is made by Tasco, which you can almost read. Okay. That's the last product I think we have. We still have a few more minutes to spend together, so let's talk about some of the things we need to talk about. We had said that we weren't going to talk about scrambling on Greensheet, and we indeed are not, but we are going to tell you that we have VC2s available here at Borsite. They are $375. It is probably more than what you can presently buy a VC2 for. Not by very much, but a little bit. All the profits from that, we actually, I think, pay about $3.25, and then freight on top of it brings out about $3.35. All the profits from that are going into the national advertising campaign. And I urge other people to join in this campaign. Whether if you're Ecosphere, if you're Chaparral, put a portion of the money you're making on your products into a national advertising campaign, and let's make this industry happen again. You know, here at Boresight, we really saw the effect of scrambling. We used to make money at this program before scrambling. And I want to make it again, selling product for manufacturers and distributors out there. I really don't want to make it selling bag of parts and the other advertisers that are primarily into the decoder market. Look, it keeps us alive, but it's not the way we really want to make our money. We want to make our money putting systems up, selling systems. I want to make my money advertising, good manufacturers, people that stand behind their product, good guides that report on the industry. I hope you answered that guide question earlier. But it's only going to happen if we all work together and get behind the program. We all have to work together to get good product out there in terms of programming. Keep in touch with like the KSATs. Keep in touch with Congress. Tell people like the 2020s and the 60 Minutes and all those people. Let them know what the cable company is doing to your dollar. The cable company is robbing you. And they're robbing their own customers as well. You're only 2 million people, but the cable people are 30-some-odd million people have cable. Cable is stealing from any free one of those people because they will not allow fair pricing. They will not allow us to have pricing and sell the product to our consumers. And that's what we should have, and that's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for the right to deliver you a product. So there is not a monopoly, and right now there is. You're going to see a lot of great pricing coming down the pike. It's all going to disappear after Congress gets through again. Don't believe any of it. Cable has to control the pricing. There's no way in hell cable's going to see HBO come out at $3, which is just what we could bring it to you for if we as a packager of programming could bring it to you for. Remember that. And don't let up. Your power, your voice is what has brought us into Congress and brought us into justice. And your power and your voice can bring us up to 2020 and 60 Minutes. Your failure to write that letter is a financial failure for you. You're losing money because you refuse to write that letter. And maybe you have money to throw away. But I don't think so, because you're not willing to go out and spend that money for the VC2. Only $70,000 or $60,000 you bought it. So obviously you don't have the money to go out and buy the VC2 or buy the programming. And it's time you got that programming. You can get it if you get off your ass and write. Now it's Christmas. And I want everybody to have a good Christmas. And we will be on Christmas Day, Christmas night. And I hope you're all here to watch us. We have a Christmas tree. We'll bring it up here in a minute. It hasn't been decorated yet. How much more time we got? 5 more minutes? Like, what the hell can I talk about for 5 minutes? See, we were going to put a whole bunch of things on, but we ran out of ability of time. You can't, I don't know whether you know what time it is in reality, but it's late. Okay. Want to sell a Christmas tree, Billy? No, we got to decorate a Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree. Well, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas. And if you, back to some stories we spoke about earlier, if you're a dealer out there and you want to help Boresight test some of this product we get in here, give us a call. We want to hear from you. Oh, I got to sell the table I'm sitting on. This table you didn't buy yet. This is a good product. This is American made. Well, the company's from America. I don't know where the product's made in America. The doors pop out. The thing slides for your VCR. It turns for your television. You can put a TV up there. $55. Why don't you buy it? And that's about all we got tonight. I guess we'll give it to Doug a little early tonight. Oh, I'm over here? We don't have a cameraman. So, Karen wishes you to have a good Christmas. I'm not in focus. I wish you had a good Christmas. Billy wants you to have a good Christmas. The staff here at Boresight is getting smaller, isn't it? I'm saving payroll. Hey, you got to cut corners someplace. Good night, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next week at Christmas. And only Boresight will be on next week from 9 to 10, SpaceNet 1, Channel 9. Bob Cooper wishes you to have a good Christmas, and as does Patty, Carol from Coops, Allie from Coops. We all want you to have fun. And remember, this is a great business. It's the best business you can be in. You just got to remember to sell. The customer's not buying anymore. You got to go sell them. Good night.